Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. You know, there's something truly special about the wide open spaces of a prairie. It's that feeling of untamed beauty, a landscape that just feels so honest and alive. I've always been drawn to that natural, effortless charm, and I've found a way to bring a piece of that right into our own backyards. Today we're talking about prairie-style flower beds. They're more than just pretty, they're a nod to nature itself, eco-friendly, wonderfully low maintenance, and just humming with life. What I love most is how these gardens tell a story all year long. They aren't just for a single season of bloom. From the first tender shoots of spring to the golden hues of autumn grasses, there's always something beautiful to see. This style of gardening creates a haven for biodiversity, inviting bees, butterflies, and songbirds to make your garden their home. It's about creating a space that not only looks good, but does good, working in harmony with the world around it. So if you've ever dreamed of a garden that feels a little wilder, a little more free, then you're in the right place. I've gathered 5 of my favorite ideas to help you capture that prairie spirit. We're going to walk through how to create these beautiful, living tapestries of grasses and flowers. It's all about finding the right combination to make your own little slice of prairie paradise. Let's get our hands dirty and create something beautiful together. First up, let's talk about creating a wildflower-dominant prairie bed. This one is all about color, movement, and that classic meadow look. Imagine a space in your yard just bursting with life, a painter's palette of vibrant hues that changes with the seasons. This design is for those of you who love a garden that feels spontaneous and joyful. We're going to lean heavily on native wildflowers, the kind of hardy, beautiful plants that have thrived in these landscapes for centuries without any fuss from us. To get this look, we'll start with a foundation of some real prairie powerhouses. Think of brilliant black-eyed Susans with their cheerful yellow faces, and purple coneflowers standing tall and proud, their petals reaching for the sun. We'll sprinkle in some delicate coreopsis, which adds a lovely, airy texture. The key here is to plant them in drifts and clusters, not in neat little rows. We want it to look like Mother Nature herself scattered the seeds on a breezy afternoon. The real beauty of this design is how self-sufficient it is. These native plants are perfectly adapted to your local climate, which means less watering and less work for you. But the best part, the pollinators will thank you. Your wildflower bed will become a bustling hub for bees, butterflies, and other beneficial insects. It's a living, breathing ecosystem that brings so much energy and vibrancy to your garden, a constant, beautiful reminder of the wildness we're trying to capture. Now, for our second idea, we're going to explore the beautiful partnership between grasses and flowers. This is where the structure and grace of ornamental grasses meet the vibrant pops of color from prairie blooms. It's a design that's all about balance and texture. The grasses provide a soft, flowing backdrop that catches the light and sways with every breeze, creating a sense of calm and movement. It's a more subtle, sophisticated take on the prairie style, but it's just as breathtaking. We'll choose grasses that have their own unique character. Think about the airy plumes of switchgrass, which create a beautiful, hazy effect, or the stunning blue-green foliage of little blue stem that turns a coppery red in the fall. Fountain grass, with its soft bottle brush-like flowers, adds a touch of elegance. These grasses aren't just filler, they are the architectural bones of the bed, providing interest long after the flowers have faded. They give the garden a strong presence, even in the quiet of winter. Among these grasses, we'll weave in our flowering plants. Imagine tall purple coneflowers rising up through the blades of grass, their bold color a perfect contrast to the softer tones of the grasses. We can add drifts of goldenrod for a splash of late-season sunshine. This combination is not only visually stunning, but also incredibly resilient. These plants are naturally drought-tolerant, making this a smart and sustainable choice. It's a garden that truly embodies the harmony of the prairie, a perfect blend of strength and beauty. This next idea is one that's really close to my heart. We're designing a prairie bed specifically to be a sanctuary for our pollinators. This is about creating a garden that gives back, a space that actively supports the bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds that are so vital to our environment. It's about being intentional with our plant choices, selecting flowers that are not just beautiful to us, but are a critical source of food for these incredible creatures. This garden will be absolutely humming with life from dawn until dusk. Our plant list for this bed reads like a menu for a 5-star pollinator restaurant. We'll start with bee balm, or monarda, with its fascinating shaggy flowers that bees just can't resist. Then, we absolutely have to include milkweed. It's the only host plant for monarch butterfly caterpillars, so by planting it, you're playing a direct role in supporting this iconic species. And for a dramatic vertical element, we'll add blazing star or liatris, whose tall purple spikes are a magnet for all kinds of butterflies. The goal here is to provide a continuous buffet throughout the seasons. We'll plan for early, mid, and late season blooms, so there's always something on offer. By creating this pollinator haven, you're doing more than just planting flowers. You're building a small but powerful ecosystem. Watching a hummingbird dart between flowers, or seeing a monarch lay its eggs on a milkweed leaf in your own yard, is a truly rewarding experience. It's a garden that connects you directly to the beautiful, intricate web of nature. One of the things I love most about prairie landscapes is that their beauty isn't fleeting. It evolves and changes, offering something new to appreciate in every season. Our fourth idea is all about capturing that year-round interest. We're going to design a bed that tells a story from the first thaw of spring to the deep slumber of winter. This is for the gardener who wants to be able to look out their window any day of the year and find something beautiful, something that marks the passage of time in the garden. We'll start the year with early spring bloomers like the delicate prairie smoke, with its wispy, pinkish seed heads that look just like little puffs of smoke. As the days grow warmer and longer, the garden will erupt with the vibrant colors of summer. This is when our coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, and even some towering sunflowers take center stage, creating a dazzling display of warmth and energy. It's the peak of the prairie's exuberance, a celebration of the sun. But the show isn't over when summer ends. Autumn brings a whole new palette of colors. The goldenrod will burst into bloom, and the tall grasses like little bluestem and Indian grass will turn to shades of copper, bronze, and deep red, glowing in the low autumn light. Even in winter, this garden holds its beauty. The dried seed heads of the coneflowers and the sturdy structure of the grasses catch the snow, creating beautiful sculptural forms against the winter landscape. It's a garden that's always alive, always changing, and always beautiful. For our final idea, let's create a rustic prairie border. This design is perfect for framing a space, maybe along a walkway, against a fence, or at the edge of your property. It's a way to bring that wild prairie feel right up to the more structured parts of your yard, creating a beautiful, natural transition. We're going to think in layers, just like a painter would, to create a sense of depth and a charming, informal look. This border will feel like a little piece of the prairie has been gently placed to define your space. The key to this design is layering by height. At the very back of the border, we'll plant our tallest elements. This is the perfect spot for towering sunflowers that will reach for the sky, or some majestic tall grasses like big bluestem or Indian grass. These plants will create a beautiful living backdrop and provide a sense of enclosure and privacy. They are the anchor of the design, giving it structure and a strong vertical presence that draws the eye. In front of that tall back layer, we'll add our mid-height plants. This is where our trusty coneflowers and black-eyed Susans will fit in perfectly. Then, for the very front edge of the border, we'll use our shortest plants. Think of low-growing coreopsis or the lovely purple prairie clover. This layering creates a natural cascading effect, inviting you to come closer and see all the different textures and colors. It's a simple technique that results in a rich, full, and effortlessly charming border that will frame your home beautifully. So there you have it. 5 different ways to bring that beautiful, resilient spirit of the prairie into your own garden. Whether you fell in love with the burst of color from the Wildflower Meadow or the quiet grace of the grasses and blooms, I hope you feel inspired to try one of these ideas. Creating a prairie-style garden is about more than just planting flowers. It's about cultivating a space that is sustainable, full of life, and tells a story that is uniquely yours. It's about creating a little sanctuary for yourself and for nature. Remember, the beauty of these designs is their simplicity and their connection to the natural world. They are wonderfully low maintenance once they're established, freeing you up to simply enjoy the beauty around you. And you'll be doing something wonderful for your local ecosystem, providing food and shelter for the pollinators and wildlife that share our world. It's a garden that works with nature, not against it, and that's a truly beautiful thing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this has sparked an idea and given you the confidence to start your own prairie project. I can't wait to see the beautiful spaces you all create. Until next time, happy gardening.